All right, people, I see y'all already joining in. We're about to go on the air in just a couple of seconds now.
Here we go. It's 2 o'clock. Here we go.
I can't. It's like I should be somewhere
The best radio station.
round here. Round here.
Brotha Trav presents Gerald.
Happy Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome out to another brand new episode of Brotha Trav presents Hidden Gems Live. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We are back. And we are back on the air as well as on our Facebook Live feed. And so we are excited about another brand new episode, another brand new week here in the month of August. I'm joined by my co-host and lovely wife, and also the your title is
Music curator / content producer, wife of Brotha Trav. My name is Sister Live, and we're back.
Okay. All right, so music curator.
I like that title. Yes.
Okay. And so no longer, so we graduated from just the selector.
I'm still the master selector.
Master selector.
It is what it is.
Okay. Just another new attribute to add to the hat.
That's
another
right.
feather in the hat.
That's right. Another title to add. Why not?
Okay. All right. Well, music curator, I'm sure you have a nice heavy dose of tunes lined up for us today.
Yes, I do. As usual, we will start with the world groove. We're going to have a couple interesting pieces there, so do listen out for that. And our hidden gem of the week is Connie Constance. And we're going to end with a jazz set.
Okay, as we traditionally do.
That's right. In between, we'll have some inspirational music, some hip hop.
You got hip hop in there?
Yeah, we got a whole segment of hip hop this week.
That's what's up.
And also a salsa mixed groove as well.
Okay. You got any spoken word on deck?
Let me see. And we didn't make any no spoken word this week.
No poetry today? Okay.
No. But the hip hop segment, I think you'll be pleased with that.
Those are spoken words.
That they are spoken words. Exactly.
Okay, which kind of leads directly into our topic for today. Our topic for today is the power of music.
That's right.
The power of music. This is what we're discussing today. Our phone lines are down today, so you won't be able to call in. But if you are one of our Facebook followers, please join in the dialogue, because this is going to guarantee to be a very interesting conversation today. Speaking of the power of music, we can attack that several different ways, attack that topic, or I'll say approach that topic, the power of music. We can speak of basically music being used as a form of inspiration, being that today is Sunday, this is the day when, people are going to church. And when you go to church, one huge part of church is the gospel music that's playing.
That's right.
Right. And so, we know from that it must contain some type of spiritual abilities. Just the fact that gospel praise and worship music is a big part of a Sunday morning worship in every church.
Yes, and there's definitely power in gospel music, power in the word, power in the feeling, the groove, all of that.
Right, absolutely. And, if you wanted to get even more technical with that, you can kind of get into the vibrations
Oh yes.
that are tapped into when you hear
Vibrations and frequencies.
certain tones and frequencies and things
Transmitted
like
through
this.
tunes.
And so, yeah, the power of music. We also want to get into, how the lyrics within a song can affect an individual. There's still some people out there that kind of say they can listen to whatever it is that they want to listen to, and it doesn't affect them at all. I'm hoping that you guys join in the conversation as well. So going to be a very interesting conversation, going to be some great music. Go ahead and share this link if you're listening on social media with others, because we're going to have a groovy good time on this Sunday afternoon.
Yes, and those out there, you can join in with the conversation by going to Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and look up Brotha Trav, Hidden Gems. Brotha Trav, TRAV, Hidden Gems.
Okay, all
y'all
right.
Sit back. We're going around the world, y'all. Listen to this groove.
Been around the world and I. Keep your day job, Brotha Trav. I said it for you.
All right. Greetings, everyone. Hello. Hope everyone is well this Sunday afternoon. We're at Bottom Line Studios in Augusta, Georgia, having a great day. The sun is shining. It's not raining yet. But yeah,
it's not scheduled for rain just yet. Around 4 or 5 o'clock. That's when our daily scheduled rainfall takes place.
About that time. And so we've been out of the studio for the last 2 weeks, and so it feels good to be back. I was telling the DJ Swag a little earlier that I was a little nervous. I don't know why. I guess because I've been away for a while. But I'm excited. I'm excited about today's show. I'm excited about the topic. You're unable to call in today, but you can definitely chat with us and let us know, and we'll read your comments on the air. So let us know. The topic is wide open. The power of music.
Yes.
How do you feel about that topic?
Awesome. We got my man JJ Drumgool. Also one of my Bellmead Terrace Manor crew up in DC, my old stomping ground. What's good with you, brother? Glad to have you on board. We got the one and only famous Derek Monk on board. You can join in on this conversation, Derek Monk. We're speaking about the power of music today. We got Gorgonist on board. Gorgonist. Speak about the power of music. That's what we're talking about today.
Now, remember, if you do want to listen to the music and be tuned into that, you can go to roundhereradio.com. We are also on Google Play. If you go to Google Play, you can download our app. It is a free app, and it's small. It's not large at all. Just look up Round Here Radio. Also, if you would like to stream, we have several streaming sites out there online. All you have to do is Google Round Here Radio and find the best way. A lot of people like TuneIn app. It seems to be the most consistent as far as not dropping. But TuneIn app, just go Round Here Radio. You can also, if you have Alexa, just walk up to her and say, "Hey, Alexa, play Round Here Radio." And you'll be able to hear us live and direct. That is roundhereradio.com. I hope everyone is doing well. Please do share this post and let everyone else know about it. Thank you so much.
What are we listening to right now, Sister La?
You would ask that. And this is something that I stumbled upon on Facebook. And the name of the duo is Yato. And what I'm going to do is get some more information about them. They're actually, I believe, based out of Australia. And it's a duo that got together and they just wanted to create some music. So they have a couple of pieces out there, but I'll share that with you coming up here. Remember, our phone lines are down today, but you can still post, and we would love to share your comments. Also, you can go to Brotha Trav Presents Hidden Gems on Facebook. That is our page there. We would love for you to follow us as we post things throughout the week. We are growing, so be patient with us on that. You can keep up with when we'll be on the show. You can keep up with replays of the show and also little tidbits about the hidden gem of the week. So if you will, while you're on Facebook, go ahead and go to Brotha Trav Presents Hidden Gems. Thank you so much for your support.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Michael Belton on board out there. Hey, how you doing, brother? Peace. Good Sunday afternoon to everybody out there, all our listeners, all our followers. We definitely appreciate you. We're going to be doing some big things here in the future, the near future. We've been discussing some things to add to this Hidden Gems format. And one of the things that we have been discussing amongst ourselves is doing some type of vlog, maybe a vlog. Sister Law and I, you get to get a little sneak peek into our lives on an everyday basis.
Maybe.
Perhaps. That's a kind of a big step for us.
Yeah, because being here is really big for me. Like, you get to see my face and hear me talk. That's a big deal for me, right? Whether y'all know it or not. So having you come into my home and more of my personal life is kind of scary. So
kind of like creating our own reality show. You would be able to follow this on the Brotha Trav Presents Hidden Gems page.
Yes. On
Facebook. And so we're just trying to, be creative and get more traffic on that page. And would y'all follow us if we drop some vlog videos? Would y'all check that out? Would that be interesting, or would that just be a waste of time?
Mm-hmm.
Let me know right now. Javonda Patrice on board. She says, hey, peeps.
Greetings, sis. How are you? We're enjoying our Sunday afternoon at Bottom Line Studios, having a good time. Right now, we're in our Around the World groove, so you joined in at the right time.
Oh, hip hop.
So this is the Russian hip hop group that we
like
love, right?
Gorgonus, check this joint out right here. Russian hip hop. It's that boom bap.
For sure. For sure.
Я верю в Бога, и Бог, конечно, верит в нас. Едва рассвет, балкон на сигаретах глаз. Жди мне, брата, пойдет и дым. Странно так много понимать молодым. Не стал своим для многих, увы, не обессудь. Два разных человека не влипнут в одну суть. А нас еще и много, фамилия Гамора. Рэп из картин передам от слова в слово. Все готово, давай нажимай на плей. Если качаешь, стигай, жми на реплей.
Again, we're talking about the power of music today. This is a great example of the power of music right here, because they have just bridged the gap all the way from Russia to Augusta, Georgia with a song.
That's right.
For real, right? We don't even know what they're talking about, but because of the actual instrumentation and their flow and their cadence is just that fact, we get it.
That's right. We definitely don't understand the words, but we understand the music. So, yeah.
And we trust that they're not saying anything offensive. We just trust that. Michael Belton says he would check it. Nothing y'all do would be a waste. Javonda Patrice said the same thing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Never a waste of time.
Well, we can definitely work on that, putting that concept into motion here, because there's so much that you wouldn't believe. Me and Brotha Trav are so similar. Like, we really do vibe off of each other very well. And sometimes we get caught up in a situation and we wish somebody was there to witness it. So hopefully we can catch some of that on video and share it with you so you can like see what our relationship is like at home.
Our synergy, I guess the
synergy.
word,
Yeah.
our synergy is just amazing.
Mhm. Yeah, to the point where we really don't have to have. We can have
Verbal
some deep. We can
conversations.
have some deep conversations for sure, but we don't have to have a conversation. And so that's what's so beautiful about our relationship. When I first met Brother Trav, before we got too serious into our relationship, I would be somewhere and I could feel him enter the building. Like I knew he was there, and that's how strong the connection is between me and him. And so maybe if we can get you all to kind of tune in so you can see how that thing works, because it's really not something that we can explain. Hey, that's my favorite. Don't do too much with it.
Stones on deck.
So, do let us know what you think about the topic. Our phones are down today, but you can still post here on the feed and let us know what you think about the topic. So the topic again is the power of music. And so that can go like, it's a wide range of things we could talk about. We could talk about the feel and the vibe of music. We could talk about the words and the subconscious aspect of music, right? And how we take that in. Because we really truly believe whatever you listen to, whatever you're eating, drinking, whoever you're around, that affects you. That affects your mood. That affects what you put out, right? So when you eat good food, you know, you feel better. When you listen to good music, to positive messages, you have a better mood. You're uplifted, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about it? Do you think that there is power in music or in the message of music, the vibration of music? Tell us what you think.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
While you're posting, I do want to let you know that you're listening to Tony Allen. This is one of Brother Trav's favorite artists.
Yes.
He is a Nigerian, and he's a great musician. This song is called Boat Journey. And there's a message in this music for sure. So if you have an opportunity, go out there and listen. Look up the lyrics.
Tony Allen.
That's right. Tony Allen, Boat Journey.
Allen Allen. Tony Allen.
That's right. If you're tuning in now, go ahead and share with others as well. Let them know that we're on live, and we are live on the air.
And that's what's up. I got my God sister on board. The God sister of the God brother
How
is
about
on
that?
board once again.
Greetings, Don. Hello.
She says that's what's up. David calls our synergy. We got a lot of synergy too, Dawn, Sister Dawn.
Yeah, it's what happens when you're finally with who you're supposed to be with, and I believe that. I really do. In fact, I believe it so strongly that I think that in one of our past lives, like way back there, like maybe he was my wife and I was his husband or something.
Huh?
Yeah,
Huh?
you know how that thing works. But I definitely know that there is a deeper connection than surface level. Yes, he's attractive, he's handsome, he turns me on in every way.
You crazy girl.
But there definitely is a connection. Yeah. It looks like the brother of the God brother is here as well. Greetings, Deacon BT, right?
That's
Much
right.
love. Much love. We also have Brenda Durant from the Greater Augusta Arts Council here, and my friend J3 Joanna.
Yeah, Brenda Durant, she is probably really busy right about now getting ready for Arts in the Heart of Augusta.
That's right.
Here in the Augusta, Georgia area. Maybe we can do something special that week. Swag, maybe we can do something special on the Arts in the Heart of Augusta week. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on right down here, downtown, right outside your front door, brother.
Ooh-wee.
I was trying to figure out how we're gonna do it because everything will be
Everything,
Everything's gonna be
right.
blocked off. Yeah,
Right.
you might just be getting some recorded episodes of everything that week.
It's all good, but we can definitely. When I finish this, I can pull up the date. Brenda, if you're still here, let us know when is the week, what date for Arts in the Heart. This is the last song right here.
Bringing us back. Yeah, she's talking about come take a boat journey.
Right.
What Dr. Moonby is talking about on YouTube. Getting back to the motherland.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Round Here Radio. Download our free mobile app available for Android and iOS devices.
Brother Trav presents Hidden Gems every Sunday between the hours of 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
All right. So we're back. And I'm so happy to be back in the studio after being out for 2 weeks here. Me and Brother Trav took a much needed vacation.
Yeah, a little hiatus.
Yeah.
Feeling refreshed.
So we're back now, and we just finished our World Groove segment, ending with Tony Allen. He is a Nigerian from Nigeria. He's a musician. He's a musician from Nigeria, and that was Boat Journey. We do encourage that you go out there and look at those lyrics there for Boat Journey by Tony Allen. And so to go ahead and continue on, we are talking about our topic of the week, the power of music. What do you think? Trav, what do you say about the power of music? Where do you want to start with this topic here? Because we can go everywhere.
Well, I'll start off with a comment that just dropped in here on our Facebook Live feed.
Okay.
And this is from Mr. Brian C. Johnson. He says, vibrations from the beat are as relevant as the lyrics to me. I have listened to some instrumentals that have moved me more than the songs with lyrics.
Word.
George Benson comes to mind.
Ah, I like that.
Very interesting.
Very.
And you've been saying something like that lately because you've been, Sisela, you've been kind of prone recently to put more and more instrumental tracks within our mix.
Instrumentals have been very attractive for me right now, actually delicious. And so when you get that instrumental and it's in your ear, all of those tones and vibrations, they mean something. And so it registers with me, in different areas. So I've been really drawn to instrumentals more than I have songs with lyrics. So, but yeah, it's like I'm going through something there. But there's power in that. There's power in the vibration. It definitely registers with me as far as vibrating high. So I think that's why I have been more focused on instrumentals these days and producers.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of times the words and the lyrics can kind of be a distraction on a song that's very well composed musically, which is why a jazz standard is what it is, or symphony or orchestra music is what it is.
Right.
Because sometimes the words can actually be a distraction to the art that has been created as far as musically is concerned.
I got it.
Right. And for me, for one, the spiritual aspect of music, especially jazz music, that vibration, it just puts me in a place.
Right.
It gives us the ability to travel, without traveling.
Yeah. This puts me in the mind of your Love Supreme piece, where you say vibrations and frequencies transmitted through tunes.
My thoughts ascend, I travel past moons.
Wow. How deep is that piece? Because
How
that's
deep is
how
that
I
line?
feel. Yeah, because the piece overall, but that line, talking about our topic here, because that's really how I feel. I feel like I am traveling, sometimes I will get lost in music where I haven't moved because I'm so entranced of what's going on. And I'll do that at live venues as well. I'll just be standing in the middle of the floor because and I hear every instrument and I hear the tones and the vibrations, and they definitely do something for me. Someone stated this, we were talking about how good we feel. We're at a live venue one night, and you were talking to a young brother, and he made a statement about our bodies being 75% water, right? So what was the statement on that?
That's pretty much what he said, and I didn't.
As far as our bodies responding to music is like vibrations, and our body is water, so we're feeling it through our bodies from head to toe.
Right, with the live instrumentation,
right,
and the big speakers and the close proximity. And I was speaking about Augusta's Wednesday night prayer meeting.
That's right.
And I was acknowledging that I've got to get that in, as almost like it's a dose of medicine for me, to be able to go down there and get some rejuvenation from the live jazz music. So yeah, you know what? Time for some music right now, Sister
All
Law.
right. So let's get into the groove with some inspirational music.
Inspiration.
Okay. Say his name. Because that's who's performing at the City Winery.
Right. Arts in the Heart. Brenda Durant has responded. Arts in the Heart is September 14th to the 16th. September 14th to the 16th. She said you could bring in some local artists on the air who will be performing, possibly,
14, 15, 16.
You got Seaball on board. What's up, brother? Elwood. Woody. We'll just say Woody.
Yeah, greetings everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. It's tight, huh? Well, we could try to do something on Hidden Gems if we're here that week, because those first 2-3 weeks in September.
Doing the shows aren't a problem. We're able to do them.
Be able to get here.
I've been down for Arts in the Heart.
Yeah.
My first year, I learned you can't be down. Like, I had to stop construction because of Arts in the Heart.
We might have to park on Green Street. Well,
yeah, basically, we're gonna have to park Green or further and
walk down. Yeah.
There is, unless you're gonna be up 6, 7 o'clock in the morning and park.
This block will probably be blocked off, won't it?
It was last
They
year.
block it off, but I have to go down 9th Street and let them know that I work here, and they'll let me.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're in the heart of the city, Augusta, Georgia, Augusta metropolitan area. That's what are those dates again? September
The 14th through the 16th.
14th through
For
the
Arts in the
16th.
Heart.
Arts in the Heart of Augusta. Okay, we're listening to the sounds of, I'm going to say, Matty C. Yahoo. That's probably not it.
No, it probably isn't. And it's my bad that I don't know how to pronounce
Modest
his name.
Yahoo.
But he is a Jewish rapper, singer, musician. And he's actually going to be performing at the City Winery in September.
In Atlanta.
In Atlanta. So do check him out. I want to try to make that show because I've been following him for a couple of years now, and I love his music. So you may see me there.
I thought it was actually in August.
In August, it may be. There's a lot of stuff going on in August and September, so you have to excuse me with dates and times.
Peace out to all the August birthdays out there.
Yay!
Lots of August birthdays out there. We went to 3 birthday parties in this past weekend.
In 24 hours.
In 24
In 24 hours, we were at 3. Yeah,
three-
we could have been at more. But
3 born day parties in 24 hours. In actuality, one party had 4
yes,
birthday.
one party was celebrating 4 birthdays. It was a friend of classmates, and they all turned 65. So it was a joy to see them celebrate and enjoy life. So yeah, do remember that you cannot call, but you can go ahead and let us know what you think about the power of music so we can mention that on air.
Absolutely. We got some good comments coming in too. Y'all keep them coming.
Good. Now we have Nero X featuring Yogi Doggy, and this is Hosanna. Hosanna.
Oh, this is a great one.
Hosanna. Hey, Hosanna. This is our inspirational groove, y'all. I hope you enjoy. Hey.
I'm with you, Brian. He says, I don't think people understand the power of our vibrations, particularly through music. You can reflect in your memory and hear a song that's not even playing, and it will change your entire mood.
Most definitely. So then, with that being said, that makes me question the people that say that music that has a negative undertone doesn't affect them. But good music affects you, a positive music affects you, but a negative, it doesn't affect you. Oh no, I have control over myself. But what about the subconscious? That's what I am concerned with, because it is going in. It has to come out, right? So let's talk about that.
The subconscious power of music on the subconscious mind.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It definitely matters.
Yeah.
Right.
It
but there's
matters,
so many people that argue that it doesn't matter, it doesn't affect them, and oh no, I know what I'm listening to, and oh, I know what I'm watching.
In other words, just to put it in layman's terms, what you're saying is, what they're saying is, I can listen to songs like Molly Percocet all day long and not be tempted to do Molly and Percocet.
But then you're replaying this over and over in your subconscious all day. Molly Percocet. So even though you may not go and take that Molly Percocet, it's on your mind.
It's in your mind.
It's in your mind, and you're saying it. You know, you may not even be like verbally saying it, but why would you walk around the house repeating Molly Percocet?
Because it got because the beat is so fast. It's all about the beat.
But it doesn't affect your subconscious. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, people argue that, and I'm like, but it does. Like, it's proven scientific fact that anything that we listen to, anything that we look at, does affect our subconscious. It's on our subconscious mind. You know, that's science.
I mean, and you know what? Maybe if you're an older listener, you can have self-control or self-restraint and not be influenced by such lyrics. But a person that's in their formative years, which a lot of that hip-hop music, stereotypical music, is geared towards youth that are in their formative years. And so it definitely can affect and influence what it is that we're doing. Our behaviors and our actions and things like that. I can attest to it. Back when I was growing up in the early 90s and everything like this, there was a time where I wasn't drinking or, smoking weed or anything like this, but Dr. Dre and them came out with the Chronic album. And
you had to figure it out?
I'm just saying, I was curious.
Okay.
And Snoop Dogg talking about the Cisco all the time and all that stuff there.
So you wanted to go check it out.
I mean, here I am, 19, 20, 21 years old, and this is the culture. This now is the culture. The Chronic was the culture, was the hat that we, the leaf, the blunt, the Philly blunts, man. Y'all ain't old school. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't feel me. Y'all don't remember. Y'all don't remember.
Now this is Praise Swag.
Gil, Slank, I hear you out there saying, yep, you remember that day and age. Rolling around, smoking Indo and drinking gin and juice at the same time that the song was playing. So yeah, the power of music is what we're discussing here, ladies and gentlemen. The power of music.
Oh, you can't paying attention to something else besides us? That's fine.
Nah,
I'm
I
just
just
joking
want-
with you. I'm just
nah, I
joking
want to
with
hear
you.
this,
Don't pay me no
this thing
attention.
everybody on Facebook shit. Don't do me like that.
You know I'll be joking with you.
What are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to record something to put on Instagram right quick. Yep. So this is Praise Swag and why don't I have his name up there? Is this young cat that he has at church? This is blocking me, but it's okay.
The song right here is called Praise Swag. yeah, Corey, man. He said the Chronic album got me also. Yeah, man, it got us, man. It got some of us, for real. And so these youth, man, with the lean and the mollies and the
Yeah,
perks
they
and
trying
all
it
that
out, too.
stuff. Yeah.
They're trying it
Come
out.
on, man. Let's be for real.
Greetings, how are you? How do I go live? I just went live on that before.
Yeah.
How do I do it now?
You got my text, you saw that?
Greetings, hello Instagram. This is Brotha Trav presents Hidden Gems. We are at Bottom Line Studios, Round Here Radio. You can listen to us live on roundhereradio.com. You can also go to your Alexa device and say, Alexa, play Round Here Radio, and you'll hear us live. Round Here Radio is a all indie station, 24/7. So do check us out at any time. That's roundhereradio.com.
Tune in to Hidden Gems with Brotha Trav every Sunday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m.
And we're back.
All right. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We have just got done listening to a big block of inspirational music right there, ladies and gentlemen. And some of that took us around the world as well.
It did. It did. We had Nero X there. Hosanna. Hosanna.
Yeah, that was hot.
Hosanna. Oh, I love that. I could sing that all day.
And that is sort of a praise music
Yes,
there.
it's-
Hosanna. Hosanna.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Got it.
Worshiping. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I'm glad that you enjoyed that inspirational set there. It definitely ties into our topic today, which is the power of music, right?
Right. The power of music.
Mhm.
And with that being said, we are receiving some very interesting dialogue here in our Facebook Live feed.
Mhm.
A couple of the comments I'd like to read live on the air. We've got Joanna Shaw. She's saying, I've recently started listening to music without words, and I agree. Sometimes words can be a distraction of the feeling or the vibration getting lost in the moment.
Yes, I agree.
Right.
Mhm.
And so I was discussing how sometimes the lyrics can almost be distraction to the musical composition.
Right. It can be because some people are tuned into the lyrics instead of what's actually being played by the musicians. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Which ties into what Brian Johnson is saying here online. He's saying, I don't think people understand the power of our vibrations,
Mhm.
particularly through music. You can reflect in your memory and hear a song that's not even playing, and it will change your entire mood.
Right. And with that statement, knowing that how music can change and affect your mood, it makes me question those that say, oh yeah, music, it doesn't affect my subconscious. I can listen to music with a negative message or something that may be detrimental to me and it not affect, but I believe that it does in some way, so it's definitely something that we should think about, just like when we think about sitting down and eating, what are we putting into our bodies? What are we putting into our minds? So yeah, I definitely love those comments there. Thank you so much for supporting and tuning in and engaging with us. We so enjoy that. Yeah. So
yeah. And what I'm thinking about here is, if music wasn't as powerful as some may claim that it is, then it wouldn't be such a tool that's used for our warfare. I am one, maybe has been labeled a conspiracy theorist, and I'll actually wear that crown. Because I'll be that. But yeah, it's kind of obvious if you were, especially you're a hip hopper and you were coming up through, the early days of hip hop, what they like to refer to now as the golden age of hip hop. We were in the 90s, we were going through this movement to where, young black men, young black ladies, we were so proud. The Afrocentricity and just who we are, the red, black, and green, and all these different groups giving us self-pride and history and education, and they made it interesting, and they made it.
It made you go pick up a book. It made you go to the library.
It made you actually go to the library. Right. This was before Google, before the internet, and so yeah, we actually had to go to the library and check out books and read things, and we were in touch with our culture, and we were wearing colors and African medallions and things like this, and studying up on Garvey and
power of music
all through music.
Right.
Hip hop music influenced that, and it's such a big part of who I am now. And when you saw the what are the guys called, the Compton, straight out of Compton movement, when you saw that happened, the transition kind of took place, and then the gang banging and everything. This was actually occurring, so I'm not going to take away saying that they were making up something or fabricating something, but they began to shine a spotlight on it, and where we were all the way in Georgia and far removed away from that violence, we had it right in front of our face.
Yes, we did. Well, we're going to continue to talk about the power of music once we get back from this hip hop segment.
Hip hop.
Right
on time.
Enjoy.
Brotha Trav presents
All right. So thank you so much for tuning in and sharing with us. I'm going to go ahead and go. Everything good? Okay. And so this right here is a song called Lucid by Religion. This is featuring Mocha Only and Edge. Edge is spelled out with spaces E, space D, space G, E. Check this out. Give me a heart if you like this. It's like, oh, I'm refreshing. I'm getting the impression. Ain't no recession. I'm beef for professing. I'm a fresh wet blessing. Well, obviously you can shake a stick at you pleasant. Is this cat you missing? What's that you missing? If in the face say so, it ain't my business. I don't keep up with rappers who don't make their own tradition. I fit my position and play my own condition. It's instant and fuck the whole recognition. Let me enchant. I call them no cause they listen. Religion, this a living history's vision. Division and hip hop is just a dream. Listen, I don't make coffee with the cream missing. It's one part of a whole with many pieces in. Put my pieces in, I got my pieces in a row. All right, make sure y'all share with others. Let them know that we are on the air. If you're having to step away, that's fine. Do make sure that you can know that you can go to Round Here Radio and you can listen to us live anywhere. Get in your car, Bluetooth, Round Here Radio, roundhereradio.com. Thank you so much for your support. I also want to let you know you can definitely sponsor a show. If you have any wares, products, or services, you can also advertise on our show. We have a great deal. I don't think you can beat it anywhere. Seeing that we are around the world in 150 countries. So if you have an online site, this is a perfect opportunity for you to go ahead and see who your customers are out there. So you can contact us. Go to Brotha Trav, Hidden Gems at gmail.com, or you can go ahead and inbox Brotha Trav here on this page and let us know, and we can let you know what our prices are and our packages. It's a great deal. It really is. We're in 150 countries. Most of our listeners for our show at Brotha Trav Presents Hidden Gems is in Germany, Spain, the UK, and I'm trying to think what's our top country right now. But we're definitely in Europe. And they're tuning in every week. So this is a perfect opportunity. So let us know what you think. Let us know how we can help you. We want to grow, and we want to grow with you, grow with us, right? So do hit us up. Thank you. Thank you. He just needs to turn it down. Yeah, you did. You did something. All right. And if you're familiar, this right here is Sarah. And this is one of her latest tracks called Forever. My dialogue, no awkward, my idol, still move me. My life is a movie, like Ryan and Mookie. I'm just trying to do the right thing, hope that it improves me. My bamboos are constant to me, you'll be soon accustomed to me. This the marvel, I got royal hemoglobin coursing through me. And my strength is now inhuman, I get that straight from my only side. It's still from out the grid of yours and truly. Make sure you keep sharing. I love y'all. RoundHereRadio.com. We're here every Sunday between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. You better shine on them, baby, you're a star. You better be exactly hey, forever. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. I still don't know everything, but I guess confessions from 8 by 11s and studio sessions seem like it's only right. Trust me, it's my therapy. Fuck your couch. And I'm recording for the time, so you let me shut your mouth. Coming for all of your asses, bless your house. I know it's heavy in it. I didn't even just recognize this. Oh my goodness. Maybe I did that because it was her and I didn't even think about it.
So previously I heard it.
Oh my gosh. Let me take note of that right now. I'm just saying that I'm working. That's the responsible thing. Been had my life, trying to find my life from outside sources. Why the only voice that mattered came from me. You better shine on them, baby, you're a star. You better be exactly who you are. Forever. Cause they gon' try and change your heart. Don't let up, cause you're so damn fine. Just do it. You better shine on them, baby, you're a star. You better be exactly who you are. Forever. Cause they gon' try and change your heart. Don't let up, cause you're so damn fine. Just the way you are. Go in, she too aggressive, that's too masculine. If I'm table too obsessive, just relax a bit. She said she got that's not so sister, just the facts of it. Not a really equity. Was we live during that time? Glad I learned early not to tell me that he told me with every opening and the comes. We was live until she left. We went live. We went live. I'm trying to speak some rap devils, we careful mellow, apparel mainly vintage. Metal composer, warriors, so every verse became a vintage. Victor too much hair to not be five, but they still fading ignorance. So now I came to clip my chest. We are now listening to our hip hop groove. Thank you so much for sticking around with us on this Sunday afternoon. Do know that we are here every Sunday between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. All right. Let's see if anyone has had any other comments here. Are you able to check it here? You're doing that. If you do have any comments about the power of music, you can definitely leave that. When we talk about the power of music, it's wide open. We're talking about the power of the lyrics, the power of the message, how music affects us, how music guides us through our day. I often think about in the motherland how everything that's done is done by a drum beat. Like there's some type of rhythm. There's a song for everything they do. All kind of different things go in that. And there's a reason why music was taken away from us when we came here, when we were placed here in America. So the powers that be understand what the power of music. They understand how that influences us. So consider that. Think about it. You know, whether you agree with me or not, whether there's a powers that be that have control over our music and what we listen, the programming, the television and radio programming, a lot of people don't believe in that. But if you don't, just think about it. Think about, why does every station play every single song over and over again? Okay. They the radio stations, they don't have the power to pick whatever music they want. They're sent a playlist to play, and they have to play certain songs at a certain time, and it has to be in rotation so many times, and that's why you hear the same things no matter what station you're listening to.
Mm-hmm.
And so give thanks for internet radio, right? And so that's how Round Here Radio was born, taking advantage of that platform. So we definitely want you to think about those things when it comes to music, for sure.
Yeah, I can see Latanya Presley. She's saying, I've worked with children for over 20 years, and I've seen the effects of music on them. Just last week, I had a child who is on the autism spectrum and was running around the room. Oh, calm down when I put on music.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Got it. Really? Yeah, it can calm you down as well as turn you up.
Right.
Really?
Right.
There used to be a song that was out back in the day, not too far back in the day, but there was a hip hop song. There was a rap song back in the day, and we would be in the clubs or parties when this song came on.
What's this?
Nope, if you buck. That song right there. Oh man,
Everybody
if
would
that
get
song
rowdy.
came on while you were in the club,
Everybody's jumping.
you might want to look for cover.
Yeah, and throwing bows and.
I'm talking about they weren't being nice, and this was no dance that I was talking about. This was actually fights and brawls that would take place in these clubs and establishments when that song came on. It was almost like that was the cue to go ahead and jump whoever you had beef with. When that Nuck If You Buck song came on, it's powerful music. Powerful.
So this is the Lost Children of Babylon. This piece is called Dream Spiral.
Yeah, Israel Butler says America has a school-to-prison pipeline and a booth-to-prison complex as well. Ooh, a booth-to-prison. Man,
Wow.
don't be surprised if I use these lyrics, that little quote right there, booth to prison complex, if I use that in a piece or something like that, I'm going to give you credit. Israel Butler. That's heavy right there, brother. Man, go on YouTube and check out my I'm Running video if you already haven't. All you out there, if you haven't checked out my video for I'm Running, check that out, please. Yeah. Israel Butler, he says, I tried to fight at a prom to that crime mob. See there?
See, and if they was playing some love music, you wouldn't have been fighting.
At the prom, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about you, but back in my day when there was a prom, we had one thing on our mind, and it was not fighting
It
somebody.
wasn't knucking and bucking.
It wasn't. Might have been some bucking.
Travis, I'm glad I didn't know you back then. I probably wouldn't have liked you much. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Whatever. This is the last song for this segment. It should be ending. If you're tuned in with
This
us
is so dope.
and you like it, you like what you hear, go ahead and click the share. What's that? What did he say? Oh, we can go in? Is that what he's telling us instead of that?
Brother Trav, Sister Lie, Hitting Gems live. Another Sunday afternoon, full effect. What's the name of this group? The Lost Children of Babylon.
Dream Spiral.
Dream Spiral, ladies and gentlemen. Look that one up. All right. Yeah, that hip hop. Oh man, that joint got me too hype right there. That's the Lost Children of Babylon.
Yes, that was Dream Spiral. Before
Dream
that,
Spiral.
we had Sarok with Forever.
Mm-hmm.
And also Lucid, and that was Religion.
That track, that set right there was dope, Sister Law.
Thank you. We were able to introduce a couple of new tracks in that segment, so I'm glad that you enjoyed that.
And that was just another classic example. That set of music right there, it did something to me.
It did.
It raised my vibration. It got me turned up.
Okay.
As the young folk like to say. You know what I'm
Turned
saying?
up.
I was turned up. I was cranked. I was amped, you know?
I'm glad that you enjoyed that.
Yeah. Music did that.
Yes, music does that.
Yeah, for real. Music does that.
As we can see, there is power in the music.
Mm-hmm.
So, the power of music. We've had a couple of comments here about the power of music. And so are we able to get back to that so we can discuss that on air? I do have a comment here from our Facebook Live from Miss Latanya Presley, and she's saying, I've worked with children for over 20 years, and I've seen the effects of music on them. Just last week, I had a child who is on the autism spectrum and was running around the room. And then once she put on that music, guess what? It calmed him down.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we can always see that how music does change our mood. You know, just like you were discussing off air here, how when certain songs come on in the club, people want to nuck and buck, right?
Yeah.
And so we want to get hype and turned, as we say. So we definitely understand that there is power in those vibrations that's being transmitted through tunes.
Right. And it's actually been scientifically researched. I've gone out there and I've done some research, recently or lately on music, and there's a certain frequency, a 420 hertz to be exact. If they can deliver music to you at that particular frequency, then it is going to open up the portals of your mind, and they're communicating directly with your subconscious.
Right.
And so this is not, we may be passively listening to music, but like you said, the powers that be, the forces that are basically manipulating us, they are scientifically, they know what they're doing.
They definitely know what they're doing.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And study the power of the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind doesn't have a filter.
It doesn't have a filter and it never turns off.
Right. Right. And it doesn't really know right from wrong. You know, all that is determined by your conscious mind, but your subconscious mind is just going to take it all in as food, be it negative or positive.
Right.
And so this is why, you know, you hear the term that we have to guard. We have to stand guard at the doorways to our minds.
That's right.
Stand guard at the doorways to our minds. And the best way to do that is to be able to filter out some of the things that we're taking in. You know, and that goes for television, that goes for, you know, movies. You know, I, for one, I can kind of go on a tangent. When I'm on something, I can kind of, you know, a lot of people, what do they call it when they're binge watching, right?
Yes.
A lot of people are binge watching a lot of shows on TV and cable shows and stuff like that. I binge watch YouTube videos
He binge research.
I binge research
Right.
when I'm on a new thing, maybe spiritually or consciously or otherwise. You know, I kind of go in on it. And the way that YouTube works and Google works is the way that your mind works. We can talk about that a little bit later. But that's the way that your mind works, is because I'm looking up something and watching it a lot, then other things similar are popping up in my mind, in my
your
feed.
Right. Isn't that something?
Just like our minds.
Right.
Incredible.
Very.
We're going to talk a little bit more about that, but what we got lined up here?
We actually have our hidden gem of the week, Connie Constance, singer-songwriter based out of London. Check her out.
We'll be back with facts.
Hidden gem.
So do that.
He probably didn't either. All right. So right now we are introducing some new music. And I'm excited about this time. This is Connie Constance. She's got some pretty nice stuff. So check her out and let me know what you think. Connie Constance.
We were supposed to be using that segment to set this up.
Hey, you went on a tangent, like you say. When you go in, you go in.
Yeah, but it was already only like a minute left when I started.
I was gonna let you go in, baby.
Don't put the blame on me. You gotta know when the hidden gem of the week is
We
coming
did it.
up.
I said it right before she came up, right? I had enough time to mention her name.
I'm not to say all this.
Oh, I have enough time to say it later.
Your mind is lost inside a cloud of green. You need help.
Our hidden gem of the week, Connie Constance, ladies and gentlemen. Just close your eyes and vibe out to this joint right here. Not if you're driving. If you're driving, keep your eyes open. But if you're not driving, close your eyes and vibe. If you're driving, you shouldn't be messing with that cell phone anyway in Georgia.
Hey, my mama. Miss Sonia Baker, thanks for joining in today.
Natural melody, straight from the bud.
Dawn Wilson, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not going to show Sister Law that statement right there. I don't know what she's talking about.
About being a teenage boy? I'm so glad I didn't know you.
Okay. Street Prophet says the lost children of Babylon, they're Nuwapian.
Don't go. I need you.
Really good comment right here from Naldine Adolph.
I need you.
Nadine.
You're the
That's a Facebook friend of yours.
from falling down.
Yeah, I thought I see her name through your page.
Dying my license free time.
Yeah, I was getting ready to read that comment, but then I clicked off of it, so I can't get back. So can you keep that up? Yeah. Well, you can scroll back up and down from that on there, can't you? Okay, good. All right, and so now then we're going to go ahead and read your comment here on air. Let me just read it real quick. Can you go back up? Music is therapeutic.
Bluntly as it seems, I don't think I know what's good for me.
Thanks for that. I'm going to definitely read that on air when we come back here and discuss our hidden gem of the week. Once again, our phone lines are down, but you can still leave a comment and let us know what you think about the topic.
There he goes, right there, Street Prophet. Our bodies are 75% water. And have you ever had a drink in a car with a system and set the cup of liquid on a booming speaker? Yeah, it does the same in our bodies. That's right.
That's right. And that's what we were discussing earlier about how those vibrations, like they go through everything, every part of our body. Every cell is affected by what we hear. Vibrations being transmitted through tunes, that's pretty serious, don't you think?
I'm gonna have to share those links. Love Supreme and I'm Running by Brotha Trav on YouTube. Look up both of those videos.
I'm actually going to see if I can get that for you right now.
I be seeing some stuff, sister. I don't know if they get it all the time.
They got to listen. We got a couple of more, and this is not needed until we come back. So do you want to talk on her when you come back?
You want me to?
Call me like green tea.
333 notifications on YouTube. That's crazy. So you want to do Love Supreme or what else?
Reborn with more wisdom. I met my memories adding bricks to my kingdom.
I didn't want to do that. I already had it up. Leave me alone.
It'll pop up because I always.
This is what popped up.
It was right there.
I think she's actually doing the whistling on this.
Beautiful creations, autopilot and you find imagination. Don't you worry, daddy runs cool. One day you'll be king of your castle. Don't think about where and how, just focus on the now and you'll make it somehow. And you may see clearly now as time goes by, you're lost and reborn with more wisdom. You cement your memories adding bricks to your kingdom.
All right. And so if you're still here with us, thank you for hanging out. We are now listening to our hidden gem of the week. Her name is Connie Constance, and this is called Kingdom. Our next song coming up is Clouds featuring Jelani Blackman. Hello, Miss Comer. I see you, Antoinette. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in and keeping up with us. If you are just tuning in, please take the time to share this feed into your timeline and let everybody know that we are on the air at Round Here Radio. This is Brotha Trav Presents Hidden Gems, co-hosting with Sister Law. That's me. I'm also your music curator, otherwise known as your music selector. And so all of this music is just music that I love and that I've stumbled upon and I would like to share with the world. Music that you don't normally hear on the radio. So that's what this platform is about. All indie artists. So if you're an artist out there or know an artist that would like to share their music with the world, you can definitely submit your music. Just go ahead and email us. Our email is Brotha Trav, BROTHATRAV, hidden gems @gmail.com. Brotha Trav, hiddengems@gmail.com. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, even the whistling is speaking to you, right? Like everything matters.
Everything matters.
Everything matters. Good music matters, right? I love that hashtag. That's like one of my favorite hashtags. Maybe we can make that popular.
Which is also has a cosmic connotation. Anytime we say matter.
Matter.
Right.
Matter. Wow.
Black matter. The melanin, that blackness, that pure blackness, it's matter. Elements. Everything's chemistry.
It definitely is.
It's all chemistry. In which the root word of chemistry is chemet. You get real deep. Street Prophet.
Up in the air, up in the air.
Sure, you can speak about that chemistry and chemet and telling you it's scientific.
Up in the air,
Music.
up in the air, up in the air. Up in the air, clouds. Up in the air.
How they gonna miss it?
So you want me to do this? Okay.
It's more like a conversation.
Okay, I can do that. And then we can get back to those comments that we didn't read.
I guess it's from an interview or something.
It is.
No boundaries, my bounty is up in the air. Trouble in there, the color of care is rare. Clearness around me. Vision is precision, and decision pushed aside. Open up my mind, empty it into papers and smoke tunes in my heart sliding. Shivers down my spine, high rivers, wild fruit mirrors, livers in decline. But it's just ripples of my life. Sky is image in my eyes, Up in the air, clouds. Up in the air, clouds. Up in the air, up in the air.
We're back.
Yes, we're back. And that was our hidden gem of the week, Connie Constance. She is a singer-songwriter based out of London, born in 1995. She had her debut album or EP released in September of 2015, right? And so that was a three-track release that was Blue Daisy produced in the grass via the Blue Acre label. It contains tracks Stars, Euphoric, and the track that you just heard in this last segment called Kingdom. The follow-up, Answer, was released in November 2015. And so I have a quote here from Connie Constance when discussing her voice. As a child, she loved to sing, but realized she was straining to emulate American R&B vocalists and their impressive runs. So she states, I never tried to sing in an indie way, which is kind of weird now, she reflects. Eventually, I would just try to sing songs without adding anything. I would try and sing a song without adding any kind of flair or soul. just in my speaking voice. And so that's how she's found her voice, by simply just stating her voice without any flair. So it's very raspy. If you took a listen there, and it definitely, you can definitely hear some soul in her vocals as well.
And you definitely hear her British accent.
Yes, you do.
You
You do.
And I guess that's what she's speaking of in there. Is a lot of times you'll have your British artists.
Mhm.
They're actually trying to disguise or hide their British
Yeah,
accents.
their
within
singing
music.
voice, you hear no British accent.
Yeah, like if you hear Adele, you may or may not realize that she's British until you hear her talk.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah,
just an example.
that's true. That's true.
Sam, what's that dude named? Sam Smith.
Yes, Sam Smith.
Same thing. But you can hear her distinctly. You can hear her British accent within her music.
Yeah, and I'm so glad that she discovered her voice and she's comfortable with her voice, and she has gifted us with her talent and those songwriting abilities. She is a dancer as well, but I think she prefers music overall. Isn't it amazing how most of the artists that we dig into and we know and befriend, they are like multi-layered, not just one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if it's an instrument, they're a musician, it seems like they're playing multiple instruments, and they're not just singing, they're dancing, they're painting.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting in artist life.
They've been blessed with cups that are overflowing.
For sure. Well, I'm just grateful that they are sharing with the world, that's for sure.
And she's also a great whistler.
Yes, I believe that's her. I'm gonna have to look into that. I want to say I saw her whistling, but I watch so much and see so much, so I have to go back and revisit that.
Right,
Yeah.
absolutely, and she's especially speaking about soul music and her voice being soulful, or her style being soulful, which kind of ties back into our topic of the day, which is the power of music and soul.
Right.
I think that's one of the things that we've been talking about loosely, but didn't directly say that it was soul that we were talking about. But yeah, the soul music, live instrumentation is a very big part of delivering those vibrations that we're speaking of. And when you're able to make music and create music now without any live instrumentation, and then you're taking the voice and putting auto-tune electronic sounds behind it.
You're missing it.
Does it have any soul anymore? You know, it could be a good song, but does it have any soul? Does it resonate with you the same way those old Motown songs did? They had harmony and all those things.
Right.
Well,
we definitely know that there is music with no soul. We've been discussing that, and we do understand that music, it can definitely affect our mood. So if you would like to join in the conversation, you can definitely hit us up. We are on Facebook Live now. All you got to do is go to Brotha Trav Presents Hidden Gems. All right. This is our salsa mix.
You want to
I love
dance?
salsa. Hey, are you asking me? Or are you asking them? Hey,
I'm asking them. You want to dance?
because I always want to dance. I'm about to dance with this. Hey. This is African salsa by Papi Fall. If you can go check that out. Does everybody know how to dance? Like, can you dance? I'm gonna show y'all how to do a salsa step. Let me see if I can get enough space here. So, like, to do a basic salsa step, you can't see my feet, but you can see my legs move, right? So let me see. So it's all about moving your hips really when it comes down to it, but you want to get your feet involved. So go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, side to side. That's the easiest step. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you move forward, you move back. So I'm moving my hands like my feet would move. Hey. Hey, hey. I ain't teaching nobody nothing. I'm just dancing.
Proactive with his battery.
So if you're a beginner, you don't have to do much. You can just step, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There's some people that'll just be on the dance floor and they'll just be like, hey. And you can switch it up.
Got them hearts popping.
Hey, salsa. This is a workout right here. Working midsection if you're doing it right. Hey, hey. Salsa. One. African salsa. Hey, salsa. Woo! That's a workout. Come on, are y'all dancing?
Yeah, you're gonna be winded when we go back on the air.
I am. I'm trying to keep it low key. Y'all all know this, right? This is the Queen Mother, Celia Cruz. Now, I need some heels on to dance to this. Let me see. I'm gonna step on my toes. You come dance with me?
You done?
Oh no, I'm not. Hey. Hey.
Let's jump over and we can get that.
Okay. All right. That was the dance groove. I'm tired. I got to get a drink. All right. And so how many of you out there actually listen to world music? And when I say world music, I mean music from around the world. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be music that you don't understand, but checking out artists from different demographics, different regions of the world. Right now, I'll say there's a lot of world music coming out of England. Of course, they have a lot of singer-songwriters that we are familiar with and learning, but they definitely have a lot going on. Like the music scene there, from what I could see and hear, is thriving. So, like, if you are listening to any world music, go ahead and post in the feed here what you're listening to. Let me know. All right. Let me see. If I go too far down, I might not be able to get where I'm at. So I'm going to stay here and I'll come back and read those comments. Do you remember we were talking about our topic of the day, the power of music? And so what do you think? We touch on a couple of different things when it comes to power of music. We talked about the power of lyrics and how they affect us or not. What do you think about that? We also talked about our actual subconscious and how what we take in affects us whether we know it or not. You know, how our subconscious mind is going to intake that and it is going to distribute it accordingly as well. So we have to be gatekeepers of our subconscious mind. So the power of music and how it works and vibrations, that's something that we discussed, how it makes us feel, changing our mood, you know, changing how we think. So music, it definitely carries a lot of power. So just like we know how power can influence us and make us happy and inspires us, it can also have a negative effect on you as well, right? If it does one thing, it will do the other. That makes sense to me. There's some people that may argue that music and what's being said doesn't directly affect them, but I, knowing science, and I want to go back up and read that when we come back. Knowing science and how things work and how the powers that be or whoever that is in control, they know how to use those things. They use science to control our minds and how we think. And so think about music, how the message in the music is there for a reason. Why would you sit there and listen to something negative all day? Why wouldn't you think it wouldn't affect you? All right, and we're back. That was our salsa mix groove there. We had African salsa. Did you enjoy that? I enjoyed it. I actually had a little dance party over here in the studio. Did a couple steps. And then we ended that groove set with Celia Cruz. Now, we all know her. She is the queen of salsa music, right? I so enjoy her. Still, a lot of things never get old to me. You know, music is music, and I could play it, same thing every day, over and over. But that's the power of music. And that has been our topic today, power of music. And we've discussed how that makes us feel, and what we actually, how the music may translate to us when it comes to our physical and mental health, right? And so we actually have some comments here that we would like to go ahead and read on air from our Facebook Live discussion.
Right. This is a comment that came in from, and forgive me if I pronounce your name wrong. It looks like Naldine Adolph. What Naldine Adolph is saying is music is therapeutic and has the power to heal. Everything has a vibration, frequencies, and energy. It is unfortunate that music is being removed from our schools.
It is. Arts is being removed from the schools.
Arts altogether, but yeah.
And she's also saying rap hip hop is now destructive. Drugs, guns, sex, and violence. If one is listening to the tear the club up constantly, well, what do you think they're going to do? Subliminal messages?
Absolutely. Okay, all right. Okay, so now we got, there we go.
That got his
we
attention.
struck a nerve. Okay.
Oh, Mr. DJ Swag.
I'm from that tennis club up here.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. We was there too.
Yeah.
And did you see the club being torn up?
From certain people?
So people was tearing the club up.
Some were, but not everybody. But that's every generation has.
True.
Even back then, it might have been disco, but you still had people who thought they were. You can't blame it on. That's not. It's not just music.
Well, you know, anything that we take in our subconscious, it does affect us. That's a scientific fact. So that's what we're talking about, is how things affect our subconscious and sit on our subconscious.
It depends on what state of mind frame you're already in.
So if we're in an alpha and a beta state, people don't even realize that. They don't even understand what that is.
Yeah.
So let's break that down.
Okay.
But okay, so the state of mind, because keeping it in the club. You're in the club now.
I'm a street
You're
dude.
drinking and you're
I'm a
smoking.
street dude that's going to go to the club. I'm already used to having beef and problems with somebody. I'm a street dude that goes to the club. So when I hear a particular song, and this time I, throw your sets up, hit somebody, punch somebody, stump somebody out, I'm already in that mind frame.
Right.
Now, flip side, I'm in the military. It's my homeboy's birthday. We're just going out for a great time.
Mm-hmm.
I can go to the exact same club, hear the exact same song,
and
not go to fight somebody.
Mm-hmm.
We just came out to have a great time.
Mm-hmm.
That's a street guy, the military.
And because you're on guard. You understand? But not everyone is walking around in that state of mind.
Exactly.
And so that's why we say it does affect your subconscious, because you may not even be conscious of the state of mind of your subconscious. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what. But we get what you're saying.
No, I understand completely what you're saying, and I feel that way because I was in the club when the Nuck and Buck song, but I didn't nuck or buck. But some people did. But I'm not going to take that away from the fact that song coming on was a catalyst to what happened.
It was. I ain't gonna say it was a catalyst. It definitely was the final straw. I can tell you that. Sometimes a song will be, especially when you're drunk. That's that last. Okay, I gotta go do this. This is my favorite song. This song says I gotta go hit him with a bottle. If you're already in that mind frame and the right song comes along, you're gonna do exactly what that song says.
Because that's really what you wanted to do in the first place. That's what you're saying, you're already there.
Females go to the club to twerk. A lot of females won't dance, won't do anything until a certain song comes on, and when it does, what do? Go to twerk. I'm just saying.
We're going to go ahead and end this discussion for now.
We got more
and
music.
Enter the Jazz Collective Groove.
Yes.
Sit back and enjoy.
Tune in to hear Gems with Brotha Trav every Sunday.
So let's continue on. Come on.
I play music 24/7,
okay.
So I know how music do people. From the weddings to the clubs, all types of music. Everybody has 2 or 3 songs. If they hear that song, that is their song. You're going to move.
Right.
But vibration. We're on the same page. I agree with what you're saying. but you can also attest to when you're in the club, because you're a club DJ.
Yeah.
So when you in the club and a little scuffle begins, what's your job? What do you do?
Me as a DJ, when a scuffle happens, believe it or not, it's when the scuffle happens, whatever you're playing it's not because I've seen guys fight during a slow song. There's nothing you can do. If they're going to fight, they're already going to fight. It's never the music. I've seen guys fight in it.
At that time, it's not directly the music.
Yeah,
no.
At that time, it's not directly the music. But most DJs, when I fight or you're arguing or something like that, yeah, we do change the music sometimes. We change the mood. We don't change it for the people that's about to fight. We're changing it for everybody else in the environment. The reason we do that is these two people are about to fight. Nobody else notices it, but we see it. Security sees it. Let me change the mood.
The mood.
Let me change the
That's
tempo.
the power of music.
What it
right
does,
there.
it throws everybody else off in the club because they were in frequency. They were in tune. I just changed the mood, and it's like, what? Wait a minute. Now they're paying attention. They're back to reality. They can see and hear what. Hold on. They changed. They finna. Let me move out the way.
Yeah.
It's not for the people who finna fight. It's for everybody else. It's to pull them out of that trance. Music will put you in a frequency, in the right frequency. You're gone.
If especially trap music. If you listen to an hour worth of trap music in a row,
you will be in la la land.
You will be in a trance.
EDM, trance, house, R&B. You listen to a certain type of ladies. Y'all will sit in your house, in your room. You got to break up, and you'll listen to an hour or 2 hours worth of R&B music about love and all of this. How are you going to feel? It affects you. Right. Mm-hmm. The same thing. If you're in a drunken or high state in the club listening to music, guess what? It's going to affect you. It's all about the state of mind frame that person is already in and on how music is going to affect.
Interesting.
And it's individualized and it's situationalized. Mm-hmm. Because that same street dude who might have wanted to fight one time might not want to fight another time. No. It changes. It varies.
Don Wilson Duncan said, "Who fighting during a slow jam?" She said, "Weirdos."
No.
Weirdos.
It's the music that affected them that they was listening to the night before, I guess. I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. I'm talking about literally. I've seen DJs. I've been around great DJs who picked up a fight like 3 or 4 songs before anybody actually knew they was about to fight. And I've seen them switch the music, and that doesn't stop the fight. They're still going to fight. It affects everybody else because they were in tune with the DJ. Now they're not because you switched it up randomly. What do you? Okay, I'm paying attention now. I'm focused.
Mm-hmm. I just know back in the day when it used to be. It's been a long time since I was a clubber, but back in the day, whenever it could be a crunk music fest going on, you know what I'm saying? And whenever it was a fight or anything, a fight broke out. The music would cut off long enough for the bouncers to put these guys out, and then they would go in with the Jodeci or the, you know what I'm saying? And that would, switch it up because now all of a sudden now we got the guys look, now your focus is back on. These I'm up here worried about this dude. Now we got these ladies in here. You know what I'm saying?
What it is, it the bouncers just threw them out, so you're all hyped because it was just a fight at the tip of this song. Right? Oh man, that was so dope. Who knew that was gonna happen? Oh, Jodeci, what in the world, man? Why would you? Oh, dang, hey,
right.
It's time to get back to something else.
You
shifted.
Yeah, DJs use music to lure you. We're telling a story and we're dictating your mood.
It's got to kind of be a powerful feel. Because you're actually you're in control.
Yeah.
To me, it's the most powerful thing. And once I get into my rhythm after about an hour, 2 hours, and when DJs DJ, we DJ for a sucker. And I don't mean to call anybody a sucker, but
what are you calling us then?
We have 2 or 3 people that are in the audience that within our view that we are DJing for. It's not the whole club. It's just those 2 or 3 people.
The people that's on the floor or what?
No. My sucker is usually always sitting down or at the bar.
Okay.
These are the people that all they're going to do all night is tap their foot or bob their head. So they're going to sit there and they're going to rock side to side.
Right.
they're my metronome
Got
for a
it.
DJ.
Okay.
They're telling me what the tempo needs to be. No, they're not dancing, but they are dictating what the tempo needs to be because they're the furthest and the most, and they're not interacting like everybody else. They're the most distant from everything, but they're in tune to the music.
Right.
So if they're in tune to the music at the bar while they're buying a drink, or they're sitting down, they're already in tune for anybody else.
Yeah.
So as long as I have them moving, bobbing, tapping their foot, I'll have everybody else. People are going to come to the dance floor. I'm not DJing for them. I know you're on the dance floor. I know what I play because the person who's sitting down, rocking side to side, having a good time, that's who told me so.
Right.
I keep playing. Every DJ plays to their suckers.
Think about it. When somebody says, when their opinion of a club, I like this club. I like 3D. I like 3DL. I like this spot. They're not really talking about they like the club because it could be a barn. You know what I'm saying? What they're talking about is the music. It's always the music.
It's the music which creates the atmosphere. It's not only that, it creates the vibe in the atmosphere. People don't go to clubs because they like that club. No, they like the atmosphere. They like the vibe. The music amplifies the vibe, which amplifies the atmosphere.
We're talking about the power of music, ladies and gentlemen.
Who's DJing there?
No, it
You're
doesn't.
not
It
gonna
doesn't.
go there.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean,
already like the atmosphere, and the music enhances the vibe, which enhances your experience.
Your experience. There we go. There we go. And we are talking about the power of music, ladies and gentlemen. Very interesting topic. We've approached it from several different angles today. I think we're all, and Dawn Wilson, she says the same thing. Dawn Wilson Duncan, she says, sounds like y'all saying the same thing.
Yep.
Music affects you.
It does.
Yes.
It does. It can.
Right. So to claim that it doesn't.
Yeah. When people say
I think when
doesn't,
somebody said doesn't, they're not really wording their thoughts. I think they know that it does affect you in some way.
When people are saying
what they're saying
they're
is
saying
it's not going to make me do something I wouldn't normally do.
The actual lyrics that the people are saying is not making me do what they're saying. No. The vibe, the constant listening to that, the vibe of it, the instrumentals of it is what sets that tone for you. Like you said, you're constantly listening to trap music for over an hour or two. I guarantee you're going to be turned up or street in some kind of way because of that.
Right.
You know,
I mean, you're walking around the house.
It puts you somewhere. It has the power. It has the power to put something in you that may not be in you, and you see that with the quote unquote suburban thug. I call them suburban thugs. So if your family bring in 80 grand, why are you thugging? You 18 years old, you 17 years old. They done gave you everything you want. Why are you thugging? Except for that's the culture. It's the music that you're listening to. That it's the culture, the movies, all this together. Now we're just talking about music, but when you combine the culture, the other aspects of the culture other than the music, that's a lot of pressure for a young person. So we're talking about somebody 40 years old could say, yeah, I could listen to that and it don't make me want to do nothing I couldn't. But a 16-year-old.
But the reason I say that, what it is music takes you down memory lane. It's not the actual lyrics you remember, it's the actual beats you remember. When you ever go somewhere and the DJ play a piece of a song and you know that song, like, oh, I know that song. And automatically it takes you to a place when you in your childhood or your adulthood.
Yeah, somebody said that on
when
here.
you remember something that happened when you heard that song a particular way. And that's trap music the same way. They're not. Some people are paying attention to the lyrics. Some people aren't. But here it is. I don't heard this trap song a million times, and now I'm watching this movie that's got that exact same trap song that I don't heard. And not only did I hear the lyrics of this person, I'm watching this movie made by this person who got these people in it who I know from this type of lifestyle, and they're portraying exactly what I heard in this song. Every time I hear that song,
how much left on this
which
song?
Then which thus creates a
this
culture.
This is our last.
We got just
and we're only doing 2 minutes, right?
Oh, he said we got one more song after this.
Oh, this is Blue Lab. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
this
all
is not,
ahead of
this is
myself.
not Questlove.
Nah,
This
this
is the Blue Lab.
Next Quest Love.
Okay.
Okay, this is Blue Lab. So this is Blue Lab Beats. This is Blue Skies, and we are in the studio at Bottom Line Studios discussing the power of music with the owner of the station, Mr. DJ Swag. Swag.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel any kind of way about me calling you Mr. Swag? Okay, thank you, because now I could just say Mr. Swag and not be stumbling.
That's fine. Just
Okay.
As long as you don't say the J word. You're good.
I understand.
That's my dad's name.
I got
Unless you
it.
don't say John. That's my
Because
name.
Mr. Swag, I started that way, and for some reason,
I'll take it.
it's like Jet Loud. I'm just like, I just can't say your name because you always gonna forever be Jet Loud. All of the 8 years I've known you, honey.
But yeah, we're having a really good time here at the studio. Almost done with the show. Today's show, we went through that really quickly. Like a fast forward 2 hours right there.
Right. I think we were trying to make up on the lost time for the past 2 weeks we wanted to be in here.
Yeah, the conversation, the music that has been played throughout this episode has definitely been intriguing. This is one that I will go back and listen to the whole episode later on this same Facebook Live feed. Y'all can do the same. Pull up these episodes later, and whether they're out there on the Brother Trav Presents.
They're out there, and you can also go to YouTube, and there's a couple of episodes out there. Actually, a handful of episodes, Facebook Live.
Yeah, you can listen to them while you're working.
Right.
I work in an office building, and we have music playing in the background, and a lot of times I turn this on and just hit play, and why not? They listen to Tom Joyner and Doug Banks at work, or not Doug Banks, but rest in peace, Doug Banks. The other one, all those guys. You listen to them at work and in your car.
Yeah, and you can always go to roundhereradio.com. It is a all indie station, 24 hours. And so I do want to talk about this. So there's more radio stations out there, right? Mr. Swag, tell me about these radio stations. Can we talk about it?
Yeah, we can talk about
it.
Basically, we have 10 radio stations now Round Here Radio is one of the 10 radio stations.
Okay.
Basically, I acquired 10 other stations. Well, I acquired a package that included 10 stations. It took one of the stations off, and since I already had a station, and added Round Here. So I got 9 other stations.
Okay.
Basically, just gonna move some music around and create some other type of station platform. Basically, I'm no longer just a radio station owner. I'm an actual broadcaster. Technically, I own the radio station, so now I can put a radio station wherever I want an internet radio station to be at, where from, and regardless, I still own it. It's mine. So I'm always gonna be an owner, but now
kind of like the domain,
I'm Mr. Perry. Mr. Perry owns Fox, but he also owns other radio stations.
Like Clear Channel.
You're Mr. Swag, excuse me.
Yes.
Right.
And all my stations are independently run.
I love it. So that's how you do that thing right now.
And so how would one get one of these stations? Like if I wanted to say I wanted to manage,
if you want to manage and be the program director for one of the stations, basically we sit down and have a conversation.
Would I purchase it or?
Yeah, you'd be purchasing.
Okay.
Got it.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say purchasing, more or less like a
lease
kind of like a maintenance fee lease type thing.
I get you.
I still own it. I'm the broadcaster, but you're still in charge of putting your music and getting your shows, all that. Make sure all your content is up there. The minute you fall to your part, guess what? It don't hurt me because it's still there. It's still there. It's still mine. Can't get rid of it. It don't go anywhere.
Right. I like it. I like it a lot.
The reason I love it is it's gonna be a lot of people be like, well, you monopolizing. No, it's people who just who want to do it, who don't have all the capabilities of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You might be able to record at home, but you don't have time to go to a studio, or you don't have, sponsors and all of that. Okay, well, guess what? Now you can be a part of this show. You can be a part of the station in this kind of way.
Well, like I told you when we started, it's always been like, I don't know if I was just daydreaming about having a station, but I would just really act like I had a station. So, Mrs. Swag, we're going to have to sit down and talk one of these days. So,
yeah.
You really are. Because, I have fun doing this. I really did.
We did. Remember, there's actually a song that's on the Black Love Revolution CD, one of those live tracks.
Like WU?
Yeah.
No, that was on Joe's Nice track.
No.
I don't think that's on Black Love Revolution.
It is.
Oh, it might be.
It's at the end of one of those tracks where it's like One Love Wednesdays.
Oh, yes, it is. It's one of the live tracks. You're right.
We got 2 minutes, right?
Did you mark it for 2, or is it what did you do for this one?
That's cool.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Brotha Trav presents Hidden Gems Live. And we are now at the very tail end of today's episode. We want to thank everybody for joining in and being part of this wonderful conversation, stimulating conversation, in fact. And we hope that you enjoyed the musical lineup. Once again, we do encourage you, if you are a musician, a singer, songwriter, rapper, hip-hopper, lyricist, and you've got music out there and you'd like for your music to be played on this platform, then that is definitely something that's very, very possible. What we'd like you to do is send an email to Brotha Trav Hidden Gems.
Yes, that's Brotha Trav Hidden Gems @gmail.com.
Brotha Trav Hidden Gems @gmail.com. Make sure you send that song in a MP3 format. That's MP3 format, and make sure it's already radio friendly. In other words, make sure it's edited, the clean version. Send us that. And we will check out your music. If it's something that we feels like fits on this platform, then we'll go ahead and do what we got to do to get it on the air. We're definitely looking for your music. Because we want to be able to put on indie artists that we know, that are followers of our show, because that's what we want to be. We want to be supportive, and we want this platform to be something that's an opportunity, serves as an opportunity for others. And Round Here Radio definitely has some packages that you would want to explore as well, to where you can get your music on rotation 24/7, 365 right here on Round Here Radio, where there's over 200,000 listeners worldwide in 150 countries. So if you compare the pricing of the sponsorship packages here versus those of broadcast radio, and we're reaching a much larger audience, I think that'll be kind of a no-brainer for you to come on board with us. Also, sponsorship opportunities. There is a cheap deal that we're running now as a way to sponsor Brotha Trav Presents Hidden Gems. And we're going to say just for $49.99. $49.99, you are able to sponsor an entire episode of Brotha Trav Presents Hidden Gems. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So if you have a small business, if you've got a .com business and you'd like to have us blow up your business here, we can do that. Let's talk. And so also you can contact us at Brotha Trav Hidden Gems @gmail.com. Let us know what your product is, your service, your business, and leave a phone number. We'll call you up and we'll rap about it and make that thing happen. Also, some very good commercial packages here. So just check us out, man, all the way around. Brotha Trav Hidden Gems on Facebook as well. Brotha Trav Hidden Gems on Instagram and Twitter. Yeah. All right. So we're trying to get this whole thing covered. Thank y'all once again for hanging out with us this afternoon on a Sunday. Hope this has been a therapeutic way for you to be able to start your week. We got a brand new week ahead of us, 7 days. So you know what? Hit the reset button. You know what I'm saying? Some people might just want to hit the continue button because it's been going just that well for them, and you just want to hit that continue button into the next week. But you know what? If you're one of these, people, or maybe last week just you wanted a do-over, God blesses us with a do-over with a fresh 7. We got those right in front of us right now. 7 days. Go out and be great, ladies and gentlemen. Go out and do something.
Yes,
Yeah.
Please do. Also, we do want you to make sure that you can listen to Round Here Radio 24 hours. That's on roundhereradio.com. Also, be sure to let everyone know that you are tuned in to Brother Trav Presents Hidden Gems. We're here every Sunday. So we'll be back at the same location that you found us today at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for the love and support. We really do appreciate everyone. We've been growing leaps and bounds, and we are so excited about the things that's to come here on Round Here Radio.
Mm-hmm. Also, keep your eyes and ears open on the Brother Trav Hidden Gems Facebook page for that Brother Trav Hidden Gems live vlog.
Yeah, we're going to be vlogging, so keep up with us. Y'all have a good week. Yeah. All right. Have fun. Share some new music with someone that you love.
Got some of that Sunday jazz to take us on out of here.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.
Brother Trav presents Hidden Gems on Round Here Radio. Keep it locked. Set up.
All right, everyone. As always, we appreciate the love and support. Mm-hmm. We really do.
They still up in there. That's what's up, man. We love y'all.
We do. Really
so
we're gonna be back. We have to go now, so we can get the Boom Bap Hour started. So you don't. Let's see. The show was amazing. Thank you for the content. Oh yes, you are so welcome. So we're not gonna be here. We have to shut down, but you can still tune in to Round Here Radio on roundhereradio.com. Y'all be sure to tune in. We have a couple of hot shows coming up after us, so check it out.
Yeah, get on roundhereradio.com and listen to the Boom Bap Hour. They up next. Peace.
All right, peace.